Hello everyone and welcome to another video. In this video we are going to be looking at the search function available in Excel and answering the question, is it better than using the find function? And if you haven't seen that, you'd have seen a video we've done on that previously. So to get to that question and to give you the answer, you'll need to wait until the end of the video. But before then, if you haven't already, please do make sure you are subscribed to this channel. We're bringing tutorials out at least 4 times a week. When you subscribe, make sure you hit that bell notification button so that YouTube notifies you as soon as the new videos are uploaded. Also, now's a good time to let you know that the tutorial document we'll be using in this video, as with all our videos, links to download that document can be found in the video description below. So whether you want to jump there now or after the end of the video, drop down there, it'll send you through to download that document so you can use the document we're actually using in this video to get hands-on and see how it's actually working. So let's jump into the search function. So the purpose of using the search function is to get the location of text in a string. It's made up of a few arguments. The first is find text, and simply put, this is the text to find. The second is within text, so this is the text to search within. And point number 3 is the start number. This is an optional argument, and it is the starting position in the text to search. As it's optional, you do not have to provide a value in here, but if you don't add a value, it will just default to the position number 1, or the number of 1. And the function in its entirety is now at the bottom of the screen. You can see is the equal sign search. We have find text, within the text, and then lastly start number. So in summary, this function is going to allow you to provide or input some text that you wish to find within another cell reference or piece of text, and return to you the position number of where that text starts. Okay, I think we've covered everything in this intro and the slide into the function. Jump across to Excel now and we'll go through an example to show you just how it works. Okay, so we're now into the Excel application to go through some examples using the search function. So for this first one, in row 6, we're going to use the search function to find the position number of the capital F into the text of field. So all we need to do here, and what you can see is the start position in column D. So this is the start position we'll be using in our function. For this first one, we're not going to put a start position, we'll just leave it blank, just so you can see what happens in the default scenario. Nothing extraordinary is going to happen, don't get me wrong, but it just goes to show how you can do that, the smaller version of the function, as you could say. So what we need to do in here is we do equals search, open brackets. So we want to find this text in column B within this text in column C. As we're not going to put the optional start number at the end there, we're just going to close brackets, so it's got those 2 arguments. And you can see it didn't cause any problem at all. And it's just told us that the F is in the first position within the word field. So what we're going to do here is on this second one, we're going to find the letter of L within the within the word, should I say, of field. So we're going to do exactly the same. We're going to type in here equals search, open brackets, and then we're going to select the letter we're looking for. And then we're going to go into the field that we want to search, and this time we'll put the start position. So it's our start position. You can either type it in here as the number 1, or you can reference it to the cell reference, because in our example we've actually got the position there. So we'll reference D7 that contains our start position. So you can see how that function looks there. Upon hitting enter, we can see that it's given us position 4, and that's because the L is in the 4th position of the word field. To give what happens here when looking for a letter or a string, the search function will locate the first occurrence of that appearing. So if I was to put in here another L at the end there, obviously it's not going to impact that because it's only going to find that first one. But if we really mess up the word field and get rid of that L we had there, you can see that the position number is now saying, okay, well now the first occurrence of the letter L is at the end here in position number 6. So let's just put that back there, not to cause any confusion. There we go. So this one, the third example, we're going to look for the word the in the text of the cow in the field. So what we will do is we do equals and our search function, open brackets. Obviously we're looking for this text in this string, and our start position is going to be the same, but we'll reference obviously D8 to be correct on this row. Close brackets and hit enter. So we can see that it's found that the is in position number 1. And the reason it's done that is because using the search function the search function is not case sensitive. So looking for the word the is just looking for THE. It doesn't care about capitals or lower cases. So obviously the word the, its first occurrence in the text string is right at the beginning there in position number 1. So if you were thinking it was going to grab the from over here, what was obviously later in the string, then obviously that's not the case. To get to our last example we have here, what the search function also does is it allows us to use wildcards within our search. So that's why you have the strange E?D here. So if we were in a scenario where we had a couple of letters but we didn't know what one of those or some of those letters were, we can use these wildcards. So the wildcard of a question mark allows us to replace a single letter. So for that, us in our word field, you've got the end, we have ELD. So if we weren't to know what the letter L, for whatever reason, we could substitute the L for a question mark. But with the question mark, as we say, that can only represent one letter. So you'd have to put the 2 letters either side of it. So to use this example, we can do equals search, open brackets, select our find text, what contains the wildcard in there. We'll then select our text to be searched, comma, and our start position, which will be D9. And once again, close our brackets. And there we go, we can see that it's found our match. So it's found that the string of E?D actually starts in position number 3, which it does, where the letter E is. If we also have an alternative, so where we said question mark only you can resemble one letter or a single letter, we also are able to use the asterisk. And the asterisk allows us to utilize more than just one letter. So what we could do here, for example, is if we knew the text we're looking for of field, we knew the start letter and we knew the end letter, maybe if the spelling you're not too sure of or something like that, to give one example, what you could do is you could put in F asterisk D. So it would obviously look something like that. So what we could do there is, again, it's now updated, it's already done it for us, so it's updated to position number 1 because that is position number 1 that this phrase starts. Likewise, if we wanted to change that, and it would be I asterisk D, it's going to update to where the ELD in our starts, but the I asterisk D position starts. And to give one other option, what we could do as well is we could even do, I believe, we could get rid of the I. Well, there you go. So you could even just do the whole word. So if you did an asterisk followed by the D, it would just find your word what ended in the letter D, which is field. So just to recap those two for clarity, a question mark you can use to substitute a single letter or a single character. Asterisk, an asterisk will allow you to replace a number of characters. That being the difference. So there will be a question between search and find. What one's best one to use? Well, there isn't actually a definitive answer. You can use either, and both have their own uses. The main difference really is that the find, and we just now realised we've got find at the top here. Oh no, we got it right. Sorry, we suddenly thought we said use the find function, but we're not. We're locating the text value in the column find, so that's fine. But sorry, as I was saying, yeah. So the main difference really is that the search function is not case sensitive. So the main one coming to our row 8. So where using search, if you want to be case sensitive, it's not going to work for you. It's that example where you'd have to use find because the find function is actually case sensitive. So if you were to use find in that example, it would have, and then our option we've got here it would have actually told us the place of this one here with the lowercase the rather than the start one. So there you go, that's the answer. The main difference between them is that search is not case sensitive, whereas find is case sensitive. As we said at the start of the video, links below in the description for this video where you can download this workbook, this exact workbook we have here in front of us. If you haven't already, again, one more mention, please do subscribe to the channel. It's really greatly appreciated. We've got lots of new tutorials coming out really soon, so just make sure you don't miss them. And if not before, we will see you in the next video.